You are live. Hello, hello, hello.
Wow.
Welcome to Merck Resource on our live gratitude panel tonight. This is World Gratitude Day. All over the world, people are celebrating their gratitude, what they're grateful for. And tonight, I have a panel. Right now, we are blessed to have Corey Cotton here with us, and I'm gonna have Corey to introduce herself,
Yeah.
and we're gonna talk about how she'll introduce herself and give us her take on gratitude. Corey, welcome.
Thank you so much, Eleanor, for having me on this World Gratitude Day. I'm so excited. My name is Corrie S. Cotton, everyone, of A Woman Evolved and CorrieSCotton.com, where we help women leverage their passions and strengths to accelerate their career trajectories without sacrificing themselves. So I am super, super, super excited to be here. And I know you have a wonderful, wonderful panel to talk about gratitude. But if you just, you said to say a couple of words about gratitude. So I'm really, really excited to do that. But what I did was I took the opportunity to look up gratitude in the dictionary, and three things really struck me about that definition. So it talks about the quality of being thankful,
Mhm.
the quality of being thankful, and then readiness to show appreciation. And then the third thing that struck me was a return of kindness. So when you talk about the quality of being thankful, to me, that means not a state of entitlement, but something that is within you, something that is genuine, something that is authentic, that is a part of you, a part of your brand. So it's not a thing that you do necessarily, it's who you are. It's already built within you. And then that second part, readiness to show appreciation, to me means that you set in the thought and reflection of why you are grateful for the thing or the person. You didn't just say some words, but you really thought and reflected on why you are thankful and for whom or for what you are thankful. And then that last part, that readiness to show a return of kindness, some act, some demonstration of thankfulness more than just words, and not just to the person to whom you're thankful, but also to someone else who might need a little bit of kindness. So that all encompasses gratitude to me.
Right. And in our day-to-day life, I really appreciate you going, there and giving a more complete definition of gratitude. And with that definition, not only, with everyone having that understanding that you just shared with us, looking at gratitude and how it may work in all settings. I know you are from a corporate background. And sometimes in corporate America, they might see gratitude and things like that as fluff and not. So, do you have any comment on that?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Historically, I am from corporate America. And I think to your point, very valid point about people thinking that's just softness and soft skills. See, I think gratitude is not a soft skill. I think it's a necessary skill because we miss the boat on
That's a
that.
good
If we
one.
think that we can't have a foundation of gratitude, we tend to lose our employees. We tend to get disassociated from our clients and colleagues. So it's really important. It's very, very key, actually,
No.
to have a spirit of thankfulness and gratitude when you are working with your peers, when you're working with clients, as well as when you're building teams. So gratitude is essential. It's not fluff at all. It's not, again, not a soft skill, it's a necessary skill.
That is something I hope people pick up and gather that it's a necessary skill and not a secondary skill.
Yes.
Because I think when you are grateful not only for yourself and your skills, but in another way of seeing gratitude is appreciation
Yes.
for those that you are working with, leading, or just even in your family. I think sometimes I started out with the corporate because of your corporate background,
Yes,
but it works in all aspects of life.
every aspect.
Yes, family, and even in relationships. You might have had more experience there than me, but
Now, Miss Owner, we're not here to tell everybody's business.
no, we ain't gonna tell no business. But in terms of relationships,
Yes,
and
yes.
and gratitude, how do we express those,
It's
whether they are, personal relationships or whatever the,
Yeah,
you know,
it's very key what you're
yeah,
talking about here. And remember in that definition that we just read, we talked about a quality of thankfulness and
yeah,
readiness to show
yeah,
appreciation. It's not for one particular group of people. All ships are relationships. So
yes,
whether you're talking about family, whether you're talking about friends, whether you're talking about your teammates, your peers, you always. How many times have you heard people in the work environment say, "Oh my goodness, I did all of this, and it's such a thankless job. I did
yes,
this, and I did that, and I gave all my time and my efforts and my energy, and I don't feel like I'm appreciated." So,
yeah.
gratitude extends in every arena of your life. That's why I think it's so important that we have these kinds of conversations, particularly on a day like this, but really every day.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm saying thank you, Corey, because our technical stuff have brought you more on screen.
Oh
So
my!
yeah, I
Hey,
mean you were
man.
there, but you were a postage stamp.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
I'm here.
but now, yeah, I need you. And then I guess I'm looking at the technical part where I look like I'm in the shadow of something.
I
But
see you very clearly.
yeah, but anyway, thank you for that, and we definitely have our different aspects of technical difficulty, but I have
But we're
gratitude.
still grateful to be here, aren't
That's what I just got to get ready to say. But I am grateful that we are here and having this opportunity to share how gratitude just works for
we?
us. And it's
Absolutely.
almost, to me, when I think of gratitude and what we're talking about, it's like adding pump. You wouldn't know anything about the pump, but in the days when you had to prime the pump
Yeah.
to get the water, I
Yeah.
see gratitude in that same aspect, that you really have to prime gratitude. It has to be a part of who you are and what you are in life.
That's
It's
right.
not something that you just pick up on World Gratitude Day and once a year or something. But and it's not even just when people are saying thank you. It's something that you have to really incorporate and be a part of.
It's true. It's true. It's that we talked about again, going back to that definition, a readiness, a quality of being thankful. Like you said, that's who you are. That's not what you do, it's who you are. You're always cognizant of being thankful for the things around you, for the people in your life, that kind of thing. And like
Yeah,
you said, being ready. That means you got to really, really stop and reflect. I can't reiterate that too much. You have to,
yes.
when you sit, and I know a lot of church folks would say, when I think about the goodness of the Lord and what He's done for me, when you stop and reflect on how blessed you are, right? You cannot help. If you have a quality of thankfulness, you cannot help but show gratitude. And when you are thankful, when you live and absorb and eat and breathe that quality of thankfulness, then that's what makes you want to return kindness to other people, to reach back,
Ab-
and pay it forward, type
yeah,
of thing. So yeah, that's and you're right. It's not just a one and done with us. It's not just okay, this is the gratitude day, so I'm gonna find somebody and find 10 things that I'm grateful about. This is something that we ought to be living and breathing every day.
yes. It's incorporating it into every part
Yes.
of your life and your skills. Now you do a lot of things in terms of uh, a woman evolves and
Yes.
Corey S. Cotton,
Yeah.
and some of those. I want you to share some of that and how how it has been to me when I think of you and the things that you do. it is like an array of gratitude, uh, because it's like the more you feed into it, the more you get out. And before we go any further, while we're still working on some technical things, I want people to know about what you are doing and how
Oh my
how
goodness. Well,
it's
well,
all
first of
working
all, I'm
together.
grateful to be here. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm being here with you in this moment, and I'm grateful for that. But yeah, so Woman Evolves, we're doing all things evolution of women. So my Woman Evolves production talks about my own journey of merging my passion for music and my dream of practicing law and telling women of every age, like, you don't have to choose. You can be all you can be without sacrificing who you are. And then parlaying that over into the corporate realm. I was in corporate America for well over 25 years. And now I am teaching professional women how to not just plan their next steps, but to plan their entire trajectory without feeling they have to give up themselves. That's very, very important work to me. And then we have some surprise things coming up. I have a new program that I'm going to be hopefully coming back to Resource and talk about and share. I don't want to share too prematurely right now, but we're doing all things about the evolution of women. We definitely are. Then we have some more music, of course, coming up because I still am grateful to be leveraging left brain and right brain to do all the things that I love to do, all the things for all the people. So, but the important part about that is that it starts from a spirit of gratitude. That is really, I can honestly say that all the things that the good Lord has blessed me to do, to continue to do, have started on a foundation of gratitude because I'm grateful for the gifts that He's given me. And that's the other thing that we ought to touch on is when you are grateful, when you have that gratitude, when you sit in that gratitude, then you nurture the gifts that you're given. And
Yes.
you want to make sure that you're having an outpouring of giving them to other people who may benefit from what you're doing. But it starts from a spirit of gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to also thank those who have joined us tonight. I see my other guests are, we're doing this a little differently. And I want to say to my guests, I see you there at Thelma and BPAC, Beatrice. Um, Hopefully, you'll get a chance to uh, join us. I'm a little off of whoever my tech person, but I'm enjoying the conversation as is. And anybody who want to drop a comment in the comment section, and for either myself or Corey, and we'll just talk on that because we're doing some great understanding of gratitude and how it affects in different ways, how we can use it in different ways. So thank you for joining us, and drop your comments in, and we'll see can we bring those um, in this whole piece of gratitude. I started doing gratitude after the pandemic, well, while we were going through that,
Mm-hmm.
because I realized that we for me we're fortunate in our lives and where we are and the things that happen. And I think sometimes you don't always stop and think, and that's what I'm trying to do in my life, and sharing this on my Facebook page and Facebook. It's all about expressing
Yeah.
what we have. Because fortunately for me, I always think where I've come from, how far I've come, where I could have been,
Mm.
without it. So when I look back on my life and things, and I ask people, and I do this for other people to be mindful, slow down and
Yeah.
look at where we've come from, where we are, and where we could have been. So when
Yeah.
you do that, you have to remind yourself of these things. I see. I think we're about to get B into the conversation
Awesome.
here from. She's one of our life coaches. So let me see here. Well, and then I have my other person is ready to go. Wait a minute, hold 1 second. You got to. Oh, thought I had a technical point here, but yes. So with that, we really have to be really serious about that. And Corey, there's a lot of time people ask questions about, okay, gratitude. So I'm thankful. I say thanks, I give thanks, but it works in so many ways. We have gratitude journaling, and people wonder how do I do that? Do I just write any and everything? I always in journaling, I say take one thing that you are most grateful for in your life in that day, for that particular day, and then write at least 5 statements about it.
Mm,
And do that on a regular basis,
yes,
and that will help you with journaling. I think there is a connection between writing something down,
yes,
your brain and your heart and all of that sort of coming together
yes,
with life. And I like gratitude in that area. And I think it's like we said, it's not a soft skill, but it's something that you do starting, I think, the first time you open your eyes in a day, and the things in your work environment, in your life environment, that we do give thanks and to people for it. Just little things of the thank
yes.
you to somebody else. I mean, not only thinking about things in your life, your personal life, but giving thanks to somebody else, giving thanks to your ideas, and I think to the environment that we live in, because it's a matter of putting out and receiving back into your life, and finding a way to bring that into your world and your life and living.
I so agree with that. I think that was so eloquently stated. I agree 100% that writing things down,
Ah,
it helps you internalize it more.
mm,
Remember, I said sitting in it and really truly understanding and digesting why you're in a spirit of thankfulness. I think that's so important. Also, speaking it. I find that just writing it as well as speaking it, it's just showing gratitude and thankfulness holistically. And let's not forget that when you are thankful, by Webster's own definition, when you're in the spirit of gratitude, you want to return kindness. People forget about that part. It's okay to say, I'm thankful for this and that and the other. But when you really, 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 really think about it, digest it, and let that be a part of your quality and who you are, you cannot help but want to return kindness because that is a part of gratitude as well.
absolutely. And one of our guests that we don't have on the panel tonight for whatever reasons just stated in the chat. I love Corey's statement of being grateful, and what else? Being grateful, and the how you can call it into your life, starting with
Yeah,
gratefulness. So
yeah,
that's good. I'm getting my guest. I see B also put down good feedback. So thank you. One of these days, we're going to get all this here together. Thank you. Again, I want to thank each and every person for being on with us tonight. I cannot, I'm looking here. I can't uh, process like you do. A lot of times you're doing two or three things at one time. But I'm trying to read some of the other comments that's here. Yes. How have here's a question. How have you created a daily gratitude mindset?
is that
That's
for you or me?
yes. It's asking for you.
I think it's back to that, and I know it sounds like a beating a dead horse here, but it's not a dead horse, and it's absolutely true. It's really having a quality, a true quality. It's not like I have to get ready to be thankful. It's just because I already just by every day understanding how blessed I am and understanding that God has blessed me with gifts that I can use to share with somebody else that's going to help them improve their lives. That automatically puts me in a spirit of gratitude and thankfulness every day. Now,
Mhm.
how I remind myself of that is that I put things on vision boards. I'm a big believer in vision boards. So there's, I probably have more than I can count, so many of these vision boards, but it's important to your point earlier, Eleanor, that we write things down and then we also speak them. So
Yeah.
if whether I'm speaking to another person and just sharing why I'm thankful for them,
Right.
or whether I'm returning some kind of kindness to them, that always puts me in the mindset of gratefulness, of
Yes.
thankfulness. But remember, guys, that quality of being thankful and then that readiness to show appreciation and return of kindness. So practicing those things, it becomes second nature to you. That's how I stay in a mindset of gratitude. I just keep reminding myself via in written word, like that vision board that I was talking about, or in spoken word as I'm having dialogues like this or speaking to other people
Mhm.
about gratitude. And I don't have to say the word gratitude to be in gratitude.
Right.
It's not only what you think and what you uh, feel and believe, but it's how you show up every day in your
Yes,
life.
in that mindset. And I want to take time right now to thank some of the people on. Jennifer Robinson, man, down in the Atlanta area. Thank you very much for being on. And Barbara Tapley, hi there. And Thelma, who's and feel free to um, make your comments, in the comment area, and we will bring those in. We have a few more minutes. We try not to do more than a half an hour in these events. And one of the things in trying to do all the little technical pieces, I was glad you mentioned the vision board. That's something that I'm working on for myself. Not only, like you said, in things that we're grateful for. Sometimes we don't think about vision boards in that respect, but that is so important because it's pictures that I love about the vision board. And when we're talking about again this whole sense of gratitude, you can do that in pictures
Yes, you
as
can.
well. and
Yes,
and
you
and that
can.
is so important. And like my vision board, I sometimes keep it when I'm here by myself. It's okay, but sometimes I don't like answering a lot of questions about it, to people who quite don't understand that concept. But vision, seeing, is extremely important.
Oh,
and
it
and
is. And to your point, it's like, we don't always think about gratitude with vision boards, but if we think about how you started this dialogue off, gratitude is foundational to everything from my perspective. If
yes,
you are not sitting in a spirit of gratitude, then once you get in my opinion, once you get down the road, things can get messed up. But once you just stop and before you plan, before you act, before you do, just be grateful
yeah,
and be thankful. To me, that is the foundation for building great relationships. It's the foundation for your career trajectory. It's the foundation for how you move and breathe throughout your life. Gratitude is not, we, I'm so grateful to you that we are having this discussion on World Gratitude Day. But let's leave from here understanding that everything starts and ends with being grateful, being cognizant of who you are, of whose you are, of why you are, and that puts you in a spirit of gratitude. And from there, you can go and just really conquer the world. But I want to
yes.
say really quickly, Ms. Eleanor, because I know we may be short on time here. I want to say kudos to you for keeping the gratitude conversation going. I don't care if it's one person, 5 people, 30 people. It's so important that you keep this top of mind on this platform and other platforms because of the importance that we've been talking about. And you in your own life, you have such an amazing story, such an amazing journey. And just then you're sharing bits and pieces. I think you ought to share more of that. I'm just putting a little bug out there. I think you should share a little bit more about that in some of your on lives and other events. But kudos to you. I know you did a lot on AWE Radio on gratitude, and you continue to keep this conversation going. And I think it's so important to do that. And thank you. Just wanted to take this
Thank you
opportunity.
for that. And one other thing, starting when you were talking about the definitions, but there is work, I mean, serious work being done at the University of California, Davis, on gratitude and the effect of gratitude in our lives. How it helps us, with our health. It not only, like we talked earlier about relationships, but
Yes.
in school, like the research that's being done, that when you work in a more grateful attitude, when you have more positive experiences and people around you, that like you said earlier, it's more than just saying, great,
Yeah.
thank you and things
Yeah.
like that. it's
Mhm.
it's a mindset that you have to have, and that mindset with gratitude is also a positive mindset, because
Absolutely.
it's sort of hard to be uh, like with gratitude, and when you have a negative thought process or negative people, because sometimes when we're expressing gratitude, living in gratitude, we got to let go of some folks around us, some things
Yeah.
around
Yes.
us, some habits that we have that we need to
Yes.
yes, let it go, with
Well said. Well
yes.
said.
And I want to thank Darlene Jones for watching on tonight as well.
Okay.
These are some good old supporters that I want to do. But yes, in our whole process of practicing, I always like to say gratitude is one thing, but you have to practice it.
Yes. That's so good.
It's like everything else. I sort of shortcut in a lot of things, and you have to always remind me. I think that was somebody else's thought before you. So maybe with gratitude, plagiarizing is okay. You think?
I'm a lawyer, as you know. I'm not going to ever tell you plagiarize. But gratitude is universal.
It's
And anybody
universal.
who
So
says that it's an important thing and anybody who reiterates that, I don't think you can copyright that thought. So,
yeah. Oh, that's really true. Again, I see you guys are here with me. One day I'll get this thing worked out and get the guests. Um, and it's nothing personal against B, because every time she's going to be my guest, we have a problem. she
maybe.
she comes in, and Thelma, hey sis, I was so looking forward to your contributions, but we will do it again. My
Yeah.
first start out with gratitude was with Thelma, with her perspectives from a minister standpoint on
Yes.
gratitude, to how we use it universally. So again, for all of those, Jennifer, I'm really happy that you joined us, and Barbara, it's a pleasure to see that you're on. So I'm pretty appreciating them. Kim Geiger, who's one of our ride and die partners.
Yeah.
Glad to see that you're here with us. So many others that I'm seeing. I have to say, I can't. I'm one of those that can't do many things all at one time. So I'm just strolling through some of the comments and stuff. So we have come to our a few seconds here on our 30 minutes. Let me see here. I got a couple of oh, my Mike Jones. Thank you for being a part, one of my partners. So Corey, you got a last comment that
I
you want
can
to
wrap it up really briefly to
I
say gratitude is what you believe. It's a part of your brand. It's not just what you say, it's also what you do. So be grateful and pay it forward.
I love that branding. Think about it, folks. Branding yourself with gratitude. That's a new way of how we look at setting our goals and stuff like that, but being mindful of how we brand ourselves and how people see us. And I like the idea. when people see me or interact with me, they know that grace and gratefulness, Thanksgiving is the core of
Yes.
who I am. So thank you all for joining in. And don't let one day, World Gratitude Day, be the only day that you think about gratitude. And for some of you, as you said, you never even heard that there was a World Gratitude Day. But take it with you in every aspect of your life. Be thankful. Sometimes start from the top of your head to the sole of your feet, giving thanks for you first. So with that, have a good night. Thank you, Corey, again. In
My
your new
pleasure.
studio, I will call you afterwards.
Absolutely.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.